Sunday against Xavier, 62-53 win. It was 28-23 at half. Alex Johnson in the first half, 10 points. Second game in the last 3 games, she's had double figures in the first half. Is she starting to get in the flow of college basketball?
Yeah, well, she's picking up what we're doing system-wise right now. You know, you really don't understand till you're in it. When you've been a star in high school and you come into Division I basketball, in particular here at Middle Tennessee State, because we're playing such a high-profile schedule. I mean, every night out, you're playing some of the best programs in the country, and you're walking in as a freshman, and you really haven't been in the fire, so to speak, and then all of a sudden now you're asked to do some things that you've never been asked to do. You know, it's used to, if you didn't get that crucial rebound, wasn't that big a deal because you was going to win anyway. In our case, you got to get that crucial rebound.
Now, overall, 10 offensive rebounds in the first half, 11 in the second for a 21-10 offensive rebound advantage. Did those 11 extra shots make a difference?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I think what a lot of people miss out on is the fact that Xavier was leading the Big East Conference in rebounding. They were out rebounding everybody they played, 10 to 12 rebounds. And then we come in Sunday and we out rebound them by 12 rebounds. So I was kind of proud of our basketball team, in particular our post game, because one of the things we've been talking about is a post presence offensively and a post presence defensively. And I think you saw that on both ends of the floor Sunday. You had 30 rebounds, or you had 32 points, and you had 20 rebounds out of our 4 posts.
Now you talk about that post presence. Is it nice to see that it wasn't just 1 or 2 posts, it was all 4 of your post players coming together against Xavier?
Well, what you've got to look at, Alan, is the fact that for the last 10 years we've had a Ebony Rowe, Chrissy Gibbons, and Amber Holt, Alicia Clark. And we haven't got one of those type players, and those young ladies averaged anywhere from 18 to 26, 27 points. And what we're trying to do is develop our post presence where that our 4 posts can pull in anywhere from 28 to 35 points a night, and then hopefully get close to 20 rebounds. And then if we do that part, or we take care of that part of our game, then the perimeter will take care of the other part. And so that's kind of what we're looking at.
Now, talking about your perimeter, Olivia Jones, she had double-figure scoring. This makes back-to-back games double-figure scoring, only the 3rd this season. Do you feel like after that Austin Peay game where she finally got her 1,000th career point, now that she's playing a little more loose?
I think that could have something to do with it, but I think more than anything, she's playing herself into shape. And, you know, she's playing under control. Olivia, we've asked her to do some things this year. She's got to know at least 3 positions. And all 3 of those positions we're asking different things for her to do at those positions. And we're in 2 possessions, we're switching her from a 3 to a 4 to a 2. And you know, you just can't go out and play now. You got to go out and you got to think the game, and you got to place your game into what we're asking you to do. And so there's been a little pressure on Olivia to do that, and that's probably caused her to struggle a little. I think also the 1,000 points caused her to struggle. But I think right now that she's getting herself into playing shape. She had 2 big-time shots for us Sunday against Xavier. I mean, we're down, we got to have a score. She does it. But then more than anything, from the very get-go, she was on the boards rebounding. She was getting some offensive rebounds, some defensive rebounds. That's what we need out of her. From that 2 and 3 position, we feel like that gives us the advantage when we got someone like Olivia, which plays the post, can go in and rebound the basketball with the likes of Reuter, with the likes of Johnson and Porter and Gabby.
Now, is that something you like to have, a player that can play not only the 2 and 3 position, but can go down low and play the 4?
Oh, no ifs, ands, and buts about it. We've got 2 of those. Bria can do that, and Olivia can do that. And, you know, when we can post them up, and at times we do, it gives teams problems.
Now, let's look ahead to Sunday against Kentucky. It's going to be a big game, probably going to be a great crowd here. Last time you guys beat them was in 2011. They were 6th ranked. You guys won 70-58. If you look at their opponent's win percentage, it's less than your guys' opponent's win percentage. Is that something that you like because you guys have played tougher opponents like Virginia, Ole Miss, Central Michigan, and recently Xavier? Do you think that tough schedule has prepared you for this game?
Well, I hadn't even thought about that. I mean, my mind's on Kentucky. You know, a lot of people can get caught up in the stats and who you played, who you hadn't played. basically I'm looking at the fact that they've got a good program, got tradition, they got some good players, and they got a good coach. And so what we've got to do is we've got to get involved with what we do best, and we've got to, our coaching staff has got to buy into that. We got to have our team prepared for everything that we think they might do. And if Sunday I walk out and I feel comfortable about their press, I feel comfortable about our half-court sets, I feel comfortable about what we're going to do, our strategy on defense, then hey, we'll throw it up and we'll get after it. I think more than anything, Sunday's going to come down to who wants it the worst. You know, you look at their schedule, they play Louisville Thursday night, then they got Duke after us. So they're probably not thinking a whole lot about Middle Tennessee.
Now, you guys play Xavier on Sunday. You don't play Kentucky again until Sunday. Do you like having this week off to kind of prepare for Kentucky, or could it be a bad thing where they're not going to be back playing in games, so they're kind of not in game mode, throughout the rest of the season?
I think we'll be in the game mode. I think practice, the way we practice our team keeps them in game mode. But more than anything, they needed this time to rest. They've got finals coming up. They needed this time to study in finals and make sure they do well there. And the whole time we're going to be practicing and we're going to be preparing for Kentucky. So when Sunday afternoon gets here, you know, they'll be ready. They'll be ready to rock and roll. I can assure you on that.
Now, we just talked about the post presence against Xavier. Is this almost like a perfect timing because Kentucky's front court, they're not short by any means?
Well, they've got two of the probably most aggressive post players in the game. And it's going to be a good test for our four. You know, we just have to get in there and go at each other. I'm excited about that. I want to see how far our four post players have come. I want to see which one of our post players, and I would like to be sitting right here Monday and say all four of them gutted it up and gave us everything they had and didn't back any. That's what I want to see. And what I mean by that is when they come at us, we go right back at them. And, you know, I'm kind of happy with what I'm seeing on our end right now. I think Tiana Porter playing at a high level. I think Becca Reuter now is coming into her own, and she's just that close away from stepping over the line. Gabby Lyons is just absolutely just not backing from anybody and just, you know, probably has less talent at the post position than the other three, but's getting more out of herself than the other three. And then you got Johnson, which has been freshman of the week 2 weeks in a row. So you're asking me what I think about my post play. I'm excited about it. No, we're not 6'5" and 6'6", but I tell you what we do. We have some big motors, and we have some kids that want to win. And you know, sometimes I'll take that over being 6'6", 6'7", that doesn't want to get up and down the floor.
Now, you mentioned the accolades that Middle Tennessee got this week, and Alex Johnson, Freshman of the Week. Bria was able to finally get Player of the Week in general for Conference USA. What does that mean for Bria? Because she's been having second place this whole season. What does it mean for her to finally get first?
I don't think that's one of her goals. I think her goal is to get her game to where every night she can come out and make sure that she does her part to help us win the conference championship, get in the NCAA tournament, and take it deep into the tournament. And I think that's, if you ask her, I think that's what she'll tell you that she wants to do. It's not getting Player of the Week. It's been great that she's been runner-up a couple of times, and now she's been Player of the Week. But I would say before this year's over with, we'll have a couple of kids that'll probably be Player of the Week besides Bria. So, you know, we're not anywhere near peaking, Alan. I mean, good gracious, on a scale of 1 to 10, we're running about a 4.5. with 10 being the best. So if we can move our play up to about a 7, I think myself, my staff, our fan base will get excited about what's going on right here at Middle Tennessee.
You mentioned the fan base. What can they expect to see on Sunday on both ends?
Great game.
Kentucky?
Great game. A lot of intensity. A lot of intensity from the get-go to the end. And that's what you want. When you come and pay to come to see the Lady Raiders play, you don't walk in here like we do some places and there'll be 15 people. This place is going to be rocking. And, you're part of that. So we're excited about it.
Now, it's a big game. Big games bring out the best in great players. You can easily fade to Bria, who's been leading your team in scoring, but could this possibly be a game where Olivia kind of breaks through and be that preseason all-conference player?
Well, I hope so. I would hope so. But you know, I'd like to look up the perfect scenario for me would be to have about 6 players to have 15 points apiece.
And the funny thing is, you've had 6 different players who've had multiple double-figure scorings this season. 6 different players that had double-figure scoring. Is that something that you like to have as a coach?
Yeah. I mean, what do you do when you're the opposing coach and you got 5 or 6 young ladies on the other side that you know can get 15 to 20 any night? You know, that's like people zoning us. You know, we haven't shot the ball well, and I don't blame people. But let me tell you something. We shoot the ball extremely well, and plus, we give them the green light. Now, if we were giving them the red light, then, you know, it'd be easy. But with our situation, when we reverse the basketball, if they've got a crack, they're going to put it up.
Now,
and if we put it up and we knock down shots, we're tough to beat.
And you guys have been able to prove that. What do you tell your team? Because they've had games where the shots just haven't fallen, and then they've had games where
keep shooting. Shoot yourself out of it. You know, you won't ever see any of us over there say anything about a missed shot. Now, we might say something about a missed defensive assignment, or not going to the boards hard, or not taking a charge, or not diving after a loose ball. But hey, just keep shooting.
On Sunday, if you guys do get this win, what would it mean to this program's, not only their history, but also to this team moving forward the rest of the season?
Well, we've had a history of knocking off a lot of teams. I mean, since we've been here, there's probably been 8 or 10 different teams that we've won games or beat them. Kentucky being one of them that's been ranked in the top 10 in the country. Georgia's been another one. LSU's been another one. Louisville's been another one. So, you know, our players know that. Our recruits know that. I mean, you come to Middle Tennessee State University to play at a high caliber of women's basketball. That's what you get.